Energy Secretary Dan Brouillette joins us now. Mr. Secretary, supposing Joe Biden won the election tomorrow, could he then undo, at some point, this executive order from the president on fracking?
Well, good morning, Stuart. It's great to be with you. Perhaps that's possible. I'm not a lawyer student, so I won't opine on that. But the one thing that can't be undone is the economic progress that's occurred since this president took office in 2017. And it's been enormous, absolutely enormous. This technology, hydraulic fracturing, has produced the largest economic boom that we have known in our lifetimes. We are now a net energy exporter in the United States. I'll give you one quick stat, Stuart. In 2008, our LNG, liquefied natural gas exports in the United States were near zero. In 2019, that number was nearly 80 billion cubic meters. That's an enormous amount of natural gas that we are exporting all around the world, and it's due to the fact that we use technologies like hydraulic fracturing.
So Joe Biden President Biden could undo the fracking executive order, but he can't do that until he's actually in the White House. And you're saying that if he did do that, the cost would be astronomical to America. That's what you're saying here.
Absolutely astronomical. The amount of jobs that are created by this technology cannot be overstated. The United States Chamber of Commerce, for instance, tells me doing away with this one technology would lead to the loss of nearly 19 million jobs here in the United States. Now think about that, Stuart. 19 million jobs lost in the middle of a pandemic. That's the impact of this type of technology. And further, what it would do is raise the prices on things like electricity. Natural gas is a big provider of electricity in America today, and it also produces crude oil. This technology is used to produce crude oil. It could potentially raise the price of gasoline all throughout the country.
But what we never hear is the fact that our switch to fracked natural gas has allowed America to cut its CO2 emissions more than any other industrial country. They never mention that.
That's exactly correct. In the last 12 to 15 years, we've grown the economy on average by a net of roughly 17%. During that same period, Stuart, we've reduced carbon emissions from energy sources by 14%. There's not a single country in the world that can credibly make that claim, and there's certainly no signatory to the Paris Accords that can make that claim.
I've just got this report, Mr. Secretary, of low-altitude aircraft flying over the nation's capital today, apparently measuring radiation levels. Is that an attempt to maybe detect a dirty bomb if there's one there? I mean, is that what's going on here?
That's something that we do at the U.S. Department of Energy that happens to be at least one of them is one of our aircraft. We take baseline measurements just to see what we are experiencing in terms of background radiation. So it's just part of our national defense. It's part of what we do here at the Department of Energy.
But this is part of security for the day tomorrow and the day after the election.
It is, but we do it on a routine basis. This is not being done especially for the election. We do it every day.
Well, can you tell us if you're responding to any specific threat?
No. No.
You can't tell me, or you don't know if there's a specific threat?
I'm not aware of any specific threats with regard to nuclear activity.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, always a pleasure. Thank you very much for being with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Stuart.
Yes, sir.